Alright, let's talk UFC a little bit here. So, the weekend's just passed, and spoiler alert, Anthony Pettis dethroned Benson Henderson from the lightweight crown. Or the lightweight throne? I said dethroned. Yeah, so anyway, Pettis took Henderson's belt with a slick armbar. Like, there was no doubt about it. He had that locked. And now, the man that I've been waiting for, fellow Canadian TJ Grant, according to Dana White today on the day that I am recording this motovlog, announced TJ Grant will get the next shot at the lightweight belt. And that makes me happy, because I can seriously see him taking that thing home. That guy has been on a tear, and I am particularly fond of him for a couple of reasons. The first, it's about nationalism. I'm just one of those guys that loves to root for the hometown boy. And he and I are both Canadians, so that gives him an advantage in my books as far as popularity goes. But the icing on that cake is his fighting style. It is something else. If anybody saw him brutalize Matt Wyman, and then immediately afterwards, Gray Maynard, he manhandled and brutalized both of those guys with unbelievable precision. Like, just what a step up in his game. Ever since he dropped from 170 pounds down to 155, he has been unstoppable. It is unbelievable the power he carries into that cage. And I cannot wait, personally, I cannot wait to see that fight. Because Pettis, now that's an exciting fighter. He's called Showtime for a reason. So you can only imagine the fireworks when you get a guy in there like Grant, who just loves to grab a hold of you and just brutalize you with knees and elbows and dirty boxing and punching from the clinch. It's just sick. And then Pettis, who all he'll want to do is keep it. Jesus Christ, now what in the fuck? Have a look at that, because that'll explain this big gap in me talking about Grant versus Pettis and the recent UFC fight announcement, yada yada yada. Anyway, that's what I was talking about. So now I can't even remember where I was. In any case, that's a fight that I'm looking forward to, and I thought it would be pretty sweet, especially if Grant wins that. The lightweight champion and the welterweight champion would both be Canadian. That would be TJ Grant holding the lightweight belt if he's able to take it from Anthony Pettis, and I have full confidence he can. And George St. Pierre, should he get past Johnny Hendricks with the sprawl and brawl style, not unlike Dan Henderson and Chuck Liddell with the atomic bomb of a left hand. And Henderson and oh, wait a second now. I was just going to say Henderson's got a bomb of a right. Yeah, it is. The H-bomb that he dropped on Michael Bisping was a big right hand. And Chuck Liddell, well, we all know what Chuck's famous for, so I don't even have to go there. And that would be super cool to see those guys, two Canadians holding UFC belts at the same time. Now, I'm sure that would be a precedent. As I'd be honest, sad to report, I can't remember right off who was the first ever Canadian UFC champion. But for some reason, something's telling me it was George. What kind of a fan am I? That's just sad. I can't even remember something like that. In any case, if you want a reference to when I shot this vlog, interestingly enough, I'm talking about the UFC because I am on my way home to watch Ryan Bader versus Glover Teixeira. And it hasn't happened yet. But, you know, for all those times, oh, look at that, beavers. We've seen Glover Teixeira. He's been a monster. Just a monster. And I kind of feel bad for Ryan Bader taking this fight. He's had his run-ins with the bad Brazilians, literally. Talking Ryan Bader versus Lyoto Machida, and he literally ran into one of Machida's nasty right hands. Fish. What? Watching the fish. Ah, nice, folks. So anyway, yeah, the dog was watching the fish boil right there just off the bank. It's kind of funny. Yeah, geez, see, now I've done it again. That's two major distractions while I'm trying to talk about UFC fights. Oh yeah, Bader literally runs right into Machida's karate right hand, and boom, that's all she wrote. And tonight what we're going to see, I think, is Glover Teixeira struggle for maybe about 40 seconds with Bader's wrestling. Now keep in mind, I've already said I haven't seen it and it hasn't happened. I know it'll be too late by the time I get this video uploaded or edited and uploaded. That'll already be over, so it'll be like I'm lying through my teeth. But 40 seconds is what Teixeira will have to deal with of Bader bum rushing him with his wrestling. That's what I think is going to happen. And then if he can stick that out, Bader's going to quit on the wrestling because he realizes how strong Teixeira is all of a sudden. And then they're going to duke it out for about 2 minutes until Teixeira lands one on the chin. Bader's going to wilt. And at maybe the 3.5 minute mark of the first round, Teixeira is going to unleash, just uncork, punch after punch, while Bader tries to cover up, and it will be no good. It'll be just all over, as Mike Goldberg would say. And it's all over! And that concludes another HamShanksDS Dualsport adventure. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.